What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Future Night Eric here, and I am here with
Ronan.
Tell us, Ronan, what did you do?
I came second at OTS last week, playing White Forest.
Very, very nice. Fun deck, fun deck. How many rounds was the OTS?
6 rounds, I went 5-1.
That's very, very impressive. I was also right there with you, coming third, but we thought that the White Forest deck should definitely deserve a spot on
I was cooking all day,
Yeah, I saw you, and you were sick.
and I was sick. Popping lozenges every round.
That's the secret to the tops.
Literally.
Oh yeah, awesome. Any shout outs you want to give before we get into the deck profile?
Shout out to the boys.
To the boys? To the boys who are all round, but yeah, the boys.
Testing partners, Ronan. And Shiv for hooking me up with shiny cards.
Fair, very fair. Alright, awesome. Let's get into the deck profile.
Cool. So, I mean, White Forest is pretty standard. You play 3 normal summons. Very cool. And then 3 LZ. So, I mean, this just gets you all the way there. But they're not great on their own. This one is okay as long as you see a spell trap. This one is just good as long as it doesn't get hit. And then I play one Estella because sometimes getting drolled sucks. And if you have a Stella, it gets a little bit better, but a lot of the time I don't actually see it. So it ends up becoming a tribute for Deception, and then later on when I go White Witch, it just comes back.
Okay, you wouldn't play more copies to play around draw?
Nah. Because if this was my worst normal summon, then this becomes the worst normal summon. Because if this gets hit with any hand trap, then it's not a tuner, it's a level 2. It doesn't do anything. So
Yeah.
It really is not great to normal.
I see.
So I play one. One LZ as a Mina, Sinful Spoil stuff, and special summons itself. There are situations where you could, in theory, use this to summon this after getting Impermed or Veiled, but I don't do that. It feels good like that.
That's fair.
And then a contentious point, but not really. 3 field spell.
Why is it contentious? Are Lust playing less or more? Well, I can't be playing more, but
Some people play 1, maybe 2. I think it's a 3 of because it gets everything going. This gets you LZ, gets you full combo. So for me, I just want to see it. Like, sure, you can't summon Dark Monsters from the extra deck, but a lot of the time that's fine.
yeah.
So, and then this is just full White Witch Vengeance, so it's just really good. And then 1 Tails, and that's pretty much that for the White Forest spells.
It's fair.
Then we've got the best small engine in the game, I would argue.
Okay, explain these to me because these are relatively new, and I actually don't recognize at least the bottom 2 cards. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So White Witch is a White Forest monster, new in Alliance Insight, and all it does is it can send a Diabol card or a Sinful Spoils card. So most of the time, in your combo, you add this, and then you send a spell trap to summon it. Then on summon, it foolishes.
Sends from deck, right? I assume.
Sends from deck. Yeah.
Okay.
So you send Curse. Curse adds Filia adds Vengeance. So
see.
it's like a full circle, and then this banishes these to summon
To
itself.
summon itself, I see.
And then when you control another Diabol monster on both cards, White Witch says monsters you control can't be destroyed, and Vengeance pops a card and then summons a Tuner Synchro.
I see.
So then you can book your opponent like 2-3 times, which isn't my usage of it, but you could, and it's kind of just nuts to just keep booking your opponent. So these cards are just really good.
And are any of them considered hard bricks, or can it send from hand to summon, or?
This can summon itself by sending from hand or field,
Okay.
and this can also banish from hand or grave.
Okay, so alright, so not hard bricks, but obviously you don't want to see them.
Yeah, well, this is okay, but there aren't a lot of traps in this deck.
Yes.
So you do really want to just get there from combo, but there are times where I add it because I play Imperm, so
Yes.
I can banish Imperm.
Yeah, I get you.
And I'd argue those are the most important cards because they're great.
That's fair.
And then Familiar Engine, 3 wanted, Witch, Deception, Hallowed, and then I classify these as Sinful Spoils cards. So I like 1 Witch and 3 wanted because wanted adds Vengeance because it's a Diabol style. I always see wanted, so that's cool.
This is fair.
And then just Black Witch, Deception, normal Azamina combo just feels really good.
Yeah.
Not when you get rolled, but hey, that's the format.
Yeah.
So along with that is if I get rolled and I've got Black Witch, then I'll just set this. It's a Book of Moon for special summoned monsters
Yes.
on both sides of the field. So there's some fun stuff there.
Yeah.
But this is pretty self-explanatory. These cards have been around forever, and
Only one deception? You wouldn't play more for the free early negates?
Deception as a card on its own is like really. I would argue it's really bad.
Okay.
I've always been playing one. I think there might have been one time like months ago before even Supreme Darkness where I was playing more than one.
Okay.
But it's still a card I didn't want to see.
That's fair.
So I've been on one. It's always felt good. If my Hallowed Azamina gets impulsed, then I still have the Deception to send for LZ. And it just feels good to have one and not be breaking on them because it is kind of dead after it's done.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get rid of it. And then,
That's fair.
yeah. So now non-engine, the fun part. The best non-engine at the moment, I would argue. Ash less so, but you need to stop your opponent's Fua somehow.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, this is just all I want to see. And then because I don't like being nibbed necessarily, I play one nib, and sometimes it's good to see.
Yeah.
And then a techie choice for me, for the Mitsuraizu, or less so for the Malice, is
Yeah.
two Bastiles.
Okay.
But I can make an argument for crossing out the Bastiles against Malice.
That's fair.
'Cause
Your main
somehow-
deck can cross out, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because somehow they always see it. So-
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I played two Imperm.
Okay.
The week before last, I played Imperm. I didn't play Imperm at the OTS, and it felt terrible.
Okay.
Because my Vengeance.
This is the OTS you didn't do well in, I assume,
Yes,
right? Yeah,
that
I got you.
was 2-1, I think.
Yeah.
And every time I had Vengeance, I really just wished I had another trap.
Yeah.
Because I then had 3 traps, one of them being Black Goat, so I didn't want to banish that anyway.
Yeah.
So it just really felt terrible. And
Yeah.
then sometimes I'd be facing down a detonator like, oh, now I can't do anything. if I
Yeah,
don't
you
draw.
can't just imperm it. Yeah, I got you.
So I added the imperms back and it felt a lot better.
Yeah.
Called by Crossouts, good cards.
Have to pay
I don't
them,
want to
yeah.
be stopped. And then 2 Foolish Burial Goods and Black Goat.
Okay, that's fair.
So a lot of the times if my opponent stops a Witch of the White Forest from resolving, I can just do this to go Curse, add Filia, just the whole way.
Or on top of your board, you can send the black goats.
I can
Yeah.
send the Black Goat.
That's fair.
Or-
What's the main deck count?
43.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is a deck you can't really play at 40, hey?
It was at 45. I don't hate it, but I really do want to see my cards.
Yeah.
So I try to go as far down as possible.
Yeah.
There are some bricks that are just terrible on their own.
Yeah.
Hallowed Azamina being one of them most of the time. So I actually just don't want to see those cards.
That's
so
fair.
43 for me feels right, and it's today and last week it's been feeling really good. So I've been enjoying 43.
Okay.
And then Foolish Railgoods can send this as well because as long as you control an illusion, it sets itself.
This is fair.
So that is main deck. Fun times.
Anything you change? Anything you wanted to add?
I thought about changing the Bastiles to DD Crow, just so that
Not
it covers.
bowls?
Well, I kind of wanted to cover more decks.
Okay.
So, like, let's say I'm playing against Labyrinth. Let's use Labyrinth as an example.
Yeah.
And I get rid of your. I want to banish your traps.
Okay, yeah, the DDD. Yeah, DD Crow's better in that
'Cause
interaction, yeah.
These as well. They specifically light and dark, and so sometimes I felt like if I could just banish spells and traps,
Yeah.
then it's a little bit more like if I see them cool, if I don't, cool.
Yeah.
But they always have some kind of utility.
Yeah, I get you.
But I don't know. I think I'll keep the Bastiles.
Just
and
for
then
the bodies,
maybe
yeah.
side DD Crows, but I've got bells. Then extra. 3 White Forest.
Yeah,
They don't
standard.
change, yeah. Poplar, best card. Vengeance, best card.
Very good card.
So anytime you feel like you're about to lose and these hit the board, it's done.
Yeah.
Because they just they net you so much advantage, and sometimes you just go set 2 makes Doom Dragon and then Doom Dragon and Poplar into Vengeance. Like that's 2 pushes.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. And it came up last week in my first round against the Gimmick Puppet player. He put 3 bodies after I interacted with the board, and then I just went Poplar, make Doom Dragon, push one of the bodies back, make Vengeance, push the other body back, go into battle, pop their continuous spell and the other body, and then
Yes.
just push for game.
That's crazy.
So it's just insane. Chaos Angel, I think in Alliance Insight now Chaos Angel's a lot better.
Yes.
Previously, I didn't play it, but it comes up a lot more, and now a lot of the decks can't necessarily get over it.
Yes.
So sometimes you just end on Chaos Angel and like kind of White Witch and Vengeance.
Yeah.
And like sometimes that'll just be it.
Yeah,
that's all
fair.
you need. I play Duration in the very rare event that I go Black Witch and it gets impermed, and I go Sylvie and it gets ashed, and then I just make Duration and then they commit to a board and I just pop the board. Happy days. I played Heartlight.
Okay. Did this come up at all?
No.
Okay, sick. Are you going to cut it? Or what's the logic here?
So the idea, and it happened a lot today, and I thought about it once.
You thought about it. Okay, sick.
If you don't draw Wanted, or your only play is Witch of the White Forest,
Yes.
and you have like an LZ or an Estella, you can make this, because then you won't get nipped. Because
Okay.
if you have to play but you don't want to get nipped, you still have to worry about nip.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then you can't go into Azamina after you get nipped.
Yeah.
So this is just to stop the nip. It doesn't feel as great, so maybe I'd take it out for SP.
Yeah. Probably.
But the theory is there.
Okay, I see.
I'm more worried about draws. So I mean, if I get nipped, like honestly, I don't care.
Yeah.
And then Azamina cards.
Good
Two
cards.
of the same fun ones, Mew and Sylvia. And then Mo to get around Nip, and Azamina to beat Malice.
Yeah. This is fair.
So a lot of the time, and this doesn't come up often because for some reason people just don't play Nip.
Yeah.
Or if they do, they don't see it against me.
Yeah.
But when I get nipped, I just Hallowed, Wanted, add Vengeance, then go Moa, and then now your nibbed board just comes back because
Yeah.
this will then summon the Queen, and you've lost nothing. So it's actually a worse line if you get nibbed for them because you come out ahead.
Yeah.
I just think that's insane. And then fun cards, Doom Dragon, just a really good card for breaking boards going second. It's insane. I hate this card. Chimera, it doesn't come up often, but when it does, it's
really
good.
impactful, yeah.
So I don't feel like it's worth a cut. I'm still trying to work around the field spell lock into darks, but I don't know. Chimera, I feel like is a must. This card is just so that your Black Witch turns into White Forest combo. It feels terrible. Thankfully, I've not had to do it for 10 rounds.
Okay.
So I'm feeling really good about having this at my side and not using it.
Okay, cool.
But you have to play it, otherwise your Black Witch is incredibly dead on
Yeah.
its own.
That's fair.
And then the side, lol.
No, yeah, commons. After seeing 24 QCRs, but yeah, commons.
And then I play 2 Bell.
Okay.
I have to shout out Aiden for this because I was like, we were testing and I was like, wow, I've got 2 cards that don't really do anything. I think I should just add Bell. And Bell is like surprisingly good against Malice and Mitsurugi.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what, sick. And it came up. So
Okay.
I'm really happy. I play 2 Thrust.
Sure.
I used to have this in the main. It felt terrible, so I took it out.
That's fair.
Talent, same story.
Yeah.
Felt terrible in main, so I took it out. And now I've just got a whole lineup of
Targets.
very strong
Yeah.
going second cards.
This is fair.
I would play this main, but
Because it's searchable, I'm sure.
because it's searchable, yeah, and you can set it for Hallowed, but on its own, going first, it really does nothing.
Yeah.
I thought about maining it because I've lost every dice roll.
This is fair.
Last week, I won 1 dice roll,
Okay.
and I think I lost that game.
Okay.
So
That's the
I
one
lost
game you
every other
lost.
dice roll, and then won the rest.
Okay,
So,
I see.
like, I don't know. I played the remaining 2 nibs to respect Rogue.
Yeah, that's fair.
D-Barrier because, lol. And Dective for Malice.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's
It came up. Sometimes it hits other decks, but it's mainly for Malice
Yeah.
because if I end on Black Witch and I thrust for this, or I just have it in hand, then draw phase. If they don't have March, their whole hand is gone. So
Yeah.
that's a fun time. And then my nib token.
That's fair. Very, very nice. Thank you so much for showing off the deck profile. Congrats again on your OTS top 2, which actually does get you your invite because apparently top 4 you don't get an invite anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's top 2. So congratulations, and we'll check you at States, and good luck for the rest.
Yes, sir.
This is Future Night and Ronan signing out.